Imagine waking up to a world that feels strangely unfamiliar. There's no comforting hum from the fridge, no gentle whir of the heater, and the digital clock on your stove is blank. The silence is thick, unsettling. You reach for the light switch out of habit, but nothing happens. The house is colder, the air still. You realize, in that moment, that something is very wrong. The power grid has failed. Not just your home, but the entire city is shrouded in darkness. Streetlights are out, traffic signals are dead, and the usual glow from windows and signs is gone. The city feels abandoned, eerily quiet, as if time itself has paused. At first it feels like a simple blackout, an inconvenience you've weathered before. You light candles, gather flashlights, and reassure yourself that the power will return soon. But as the hours drag on, uncertainty creeps in. The silence grows heavier. What most people don't realize is that our entire infrastructure is built on a foundation of electricity. This is especially true for something we all take for granted, the municipal water supply. Every drop of water that reaches your home has traveled a long way, relying on a complex network powered by electricity. Water's journey to your tap depends on electric pumps at treatment plants and booster stations. These machines work around the clock, unseen and unappreciated, pushing water through miles of pipes, filtering and purifying it so it's safe to drink. When the power goes out, these pumps stop instantly, water pressure drops, and soon, nothing comes out of your faucet. The invisible system you rely on every day has ground to a halt. For a few hours, gravity-fed water towers can keep things flowing, providing a temporary buffer. But these reserves are limited, designed only for short-term outages. As the hours pass, the water level drops, and the flow slows to a trickle before stopping altogether. By the end of the first day, millions of people will find their taps dry. The simple act of turning on the faucet becomes an exercise in futility. The reality of the situation sets in. Water, the most basic necessity, is suddenly out of reach. This isn't science fiction, it's basic engineering. Our water systems are fragile, built on the assumption of constant, uninterrupted power. Without electricity, the entire network fails, leaving only empty pipes and broken promises. Without electricity, these pipes are nothing more than hollow tubes stretching beneath the city. The infrastructure we depend on every day is rendered useless in an instant. The 24-hour mark is critical. What started as an inconvenience quickly becomes a survival crisis. Families stare at empty water jugs, anxiety growing as they realize the stores are closed and bottled water is running out. Suddenly water, the most basic need for life, is gone. You need a plan, and you need it fast. Every decision you make now matters. You need to know how to find water, how to purify it, and how to ration what little you have. Your survival, and the survival of those you love, will depend on your knowledge and your preparation. The silence of the grid will be matched by the silence of your faucet. The question is, are you ready for when the lights and the water go out? Your first instinct in a crisis: rush to the supermarket for bottled water. But so will everyone else. Shelves will be empty within hours. Even if you grab a case, it won't last. A family of 4 needs at least 4 gallons a day. Bottled water is a short-term fix, not a solution. The supply chain, trucks, warehouses, bottling plants, all depend on electricity. Once the shelves are empty, there's no resupply. Relying on bottled water is a dangerous illusion. We're used to instant access, but a grid-down event shatters that comfort. Waiting for relief is a gamble you can't afford. You need a method that doesn't depend on stores or infrastructure. True preparedness means self-sufficiency. You must learn to source water from your environment. Your survival depends on it. When taps run dry and the world around you seems parched, don't despair. Look up. The answer to your thirst might be floating right above your head, hidden in plain sight. While we often search the ground for water, the sky holds a secret reservoir that most people overlook. The Earth's atmosphere holds more fresh water as vapor than all the world's rivers combined. Imagine that. An ocean of invisible water, drifting overhead, constantly moving and renewing itself with every sunrise and sunset. Every day, you walk through an invisible reservoir of clean water. The air you breathe is saturated with moisture, even if you can't see or feel it. It's a hidden resource, quietly surrounding us, waiting to be tapped. This resource is constantly renewed by evaporation. The sun's energy lifts water from lakes, rivers, and oceans, turning it into vapor that joins the atmosphere, ready to fall as rain or condense as dew. The key to accessing it? Condensation. It's the same process that fogs up your windows on a chilly morning or forms droplets on a cold drink. When warm, humid air meets a cool surface, water vapor turns to liquid, just like dew on grass at dawn, or beads of moisture on a spiderweb. This simple transformation is nature's way of gifting us fresh water. Even in dry climates, the air holds moisture. You might not notice it, but every desert sunrise brings a trace of dew, proof that water is always present, even in the harshest environments. The challenge is extracting it efficiently. Modern technology and ancient wisdom both offer solutions, but it's up to us to harness them and turn invisible vapor into drinkable water. This knowledge transforms scarcity into abundance. By understanding the science behind condensation, you can turn what seems like empty air into a source of life. Ancient cultures used condensation to survive. You can too. For centuries, people have collected dew and harnessed the atmosphere's moisture to endure droughts and thrive where others could not. By learning a simple, century-old method, you can tap into this endless supply. With just a few basic materials and a little know-how, you can build your own water collector and secure your survival. Create your own water source, no matter what happens outside. Whether you're facing a drought, a disaster, or just want to be prepared, the sky offers a reliable backup. The sky isn't the limit, it's your lifeline. Every cloud, every wisp of mist, is a reminder that water is never truly out of reach. Survival starts with seeing opportunity where others see emptiness. By looking up and understanding the hidden potential above, you can turn the world's largest untapped spring into your personal well of hope. Many DIY guides suggest solar stills using plastic sheeting to collect water, but most plastics break down in sunlight, leaching harmful chemicals into your water. You could be drinking toxins, phthalates, BPA, and more, without knowing it. In survival, safe water is as important as water itself. Avoid plastics in any sun-exposed water collection system. There are safer, proven materials. Ingenuity is good, but wisdom keeps you alive. The safe alternative to plastic? Metal, specifically copper tubing and fine metal mesh. Copper conducts cold efficiently and has natural antimicrobial properties, keeping water pure. Wrap copper tubing into a coil, then cover it with metal mesh to maximize condensation. This method, rooted in early refrigeration technology, is reliable and safe. For about $12, you can build a durable device to pull water from the air. No chemical leaching, no guesswork, just proven engineering. This isn't a gimmick, it's a lifeline. Trust what's worked for generations. Building your own atmospheric water generator is surprisingly straightforward, and you don't need any special skills or expensive equipment to get started. With just a few basic materials and a little patience, you can create a device that pulls clean water straight from the air around you, perfect for emergencies, camping, or simply boosting your self-reliance. Start by gathering your supplies. You'll need about 10 to 20 feet of soft copper tubing, which is flexible and easy to shape, and a small roll of fine metal mesh. These materials are affordable and can be found at most hardware stores. Carefully bend the copper tubing into a tight spiral coil. Make sure to leave about a foot of tubing straight at each end. This will make it easier to handle and position your coil later on. Next, wrap the entire coil with the fine metal mesh. Secure it tightly so the mesh stays in contact with the copper surface. This mesh increases the surface area for condensation, helping you collect more water. For collecting the water, choose a clean food-grade container. Glass or stainless steel is best. Avoid using plastic, as it can leach chemicals, especially if left outside. At night, when the air is cooler and humidity is higher, set up your coil above the container. The temperature difference between the coil and the air will encourage condensation to form on the metal. For an extra boost, use a can of compressed air held upside down to flash cool the coil. This rapid cooling helps speed up the condensation process, especially on warm or humid nights. As humid air passes over the cold coil, water droplets will begin to form and drip down into your container. It's a simple process, but watching those first drops appear is always satisfying. Repeat the cooling process every hour or so to keep the coil cold and maximize your water collection. Over time, you'll see your container slowly fill up with fresh, drinkable water. All of this can be done for around $12, making it an incredibly cost-effective way to generate water from thin air. No electricity or fancy gadgets required. Take some time to practice assembling and using your device before you actually need it. Familiarity with the process ensures you'll be ready when it matters most. This method is simple, effective, and could be life-saving in a pinch. Being prepared gives you confidence and peace of mind. With this DIY water generator, your water security is truly in your own hands, empowering you to face any situation with resilience. Water collected this way is pure, essentially distilled, but pure water lacks minerals your body needs. Drinking only distilled water can cause dangerous electrolyte imbalances. The fix is easy. Add a pinch of unrefined salt, like Himalayan or sea salt, to your water. Or, drop in a few clean, boiled stones to slowly release minerals. These simple steps turn pure water into nourishing, balanced hydration. Don't skip remineralization. Your health depends on it. Stay hydrated. Stay strong. There's an even easier way, your home dehumidifier. It pulls gallons of water from the air daily using refrigerated coils. With a small solar generator or portable power station, you can run it off-grid. This creates an automated self-sufficient water supply. Just remember, dehumidifier water is distilled. Remineralize before drinking. Clean the coils and bucket before use. Your dehumidifier is a hidden well, ready when you need it. Preparation means knowing your tools. Turn appliances into survival assets. Survival is about preparation, not paranoia. A $12 copper coil or a dehumidifier can secure your family's water. You don't need a bunker, just knowledge and action. By learning these methods, you're already ahead. When others panic, you'll stay calm and resourceful. See the sky as a reservoir, your dehumidifier as a lifeline. Take action, build your coil, clean your dehumidifier, buy mineral salt. Practice now, don't wait for a crisis. Preparation builds confidence and real skill. Nature provides. Ingenuity harnesses. In any crisis, the prepared led the way. Be that person for your family. The power to survive is in your hands. Stay prepared and you'll thrive.